Good morning, good morning, good morning. We're going to be doing an early live stream today because we do have the Mango Seed Clubhouse session in a few hours that I cannot miss today. Too much opportunity in the market, too much alpha to be discussed. But at the same time, I realized that I haven't done a live stream all week. Let me turn down the music a tad bit. Let me pop up the chat as well. Alright, give me a quick voice check. Smash the likes while I get things set up. Is the music fine? I just want to make sure that I'm not too... Just adjusting my mic as I speak. And alrighty, Bitcoin just ticked into $90,000 again. What do we want to talk about today? Bitcoin, altcoins. It's 2 a.m., says LT. Krisha's in here too. Ariza. Good to see you guys. Let's go indeed. Just give me a quick audio check, Krisha. And smash the likes, guys. SEI. I've been looking at. I was watching at just today. I've been watching that for a while, but I was looking at it just this morning too. So we'll go take a look at that. All right, they say the audio's fine, so we can begin. And good morning. My name is Sean Dexter, and I welcome you to this bull market. Ooh, man, they doubted, but our patience paid off, guys. Our patience paid off. Bitcoin now sitting at $90,000. Today's live stream is going to be focused on us finding altcoin opportunities, but more so, I want you guys to kind of temper your emotions a tad bit at the moment, because if you go on over to the dashboard, you're going to see how the volatility is red across most time frames, right? One of the best ways, by the way, guys, to quickly gauge as to whether or not you should pull back on what bidding market is looking at the top right hand corner over here, the market wide volatility, and just scrolling through the time frames, right? We were looking at the 4-hour, says 84. I'm going to switch on over to the 12-hour, says 86. Switch to the daily, says 94. Switch on over to the 2-day, 84. The 4-day, 67. And the weekly is 47, right? And it shows you here, by the way, that the weekly trend for the entire market is still neutral. So one of the ways that you can judge whether your asset is an outperformer on the high time frames is to say, hey, is my asset long on the weekly while the market is still neutral? That's a really good way to get edge on the market, right? Because you know that your asset is one of the outperformers, even on the high time frames. And the volatility for the market on the high time frames is low. So you want to play that. You want to play assets that are long on the weekly and will give you that bid opportunity, right? So for example, SUI is a great example right over there. While we are seeing higher time frame volatility red across, lower time frame to mid time frame volatility red, the high time frames, we know the market is still orange, right? So bidding those high time frame trends is a safer bet than looking to bid the lower time frames. In the most recent SUI video, I highlighted to you guys the idea that, hey, it's time to stop being cute on SUI, right? Yes, we have that resistance zone, but maybe just sit back now and let your trade ride, right? Because I think we are about to break through that resistance zone on SUI. We'll talk about SUI today too. Yeah, Bitcoin at 90,000, can't complain. How's it going, Ajesh? Good to see you in here. Hey, Graham. Hey, I remember you from the previous stream. Good to see you, man. Josefa says, Sean, I'm severely underallocated and I don't know what to do now. Okay, we can talk about that today. So give me an idea of what you're looking to, what's your risk profile in terms of what kind of coins you're looking to get into, like the high cap coins, the mid cap coins, the memes, and we can have a discussion on that today. Hey Yeti, good to see you here, buddy. You gonna make it for the Seed Clubhouse session today? Don't miss today's session because we're likely going to be talking about a lot of juice in there, mango juice. Hey, Ghost. Hakash, I better see you in the C Clubhouse too, man. No more slacking off, guys. No more slacking off. It's time. It's time to start locking in. This is it, guys. The next 3 to 4 months. Okay, like just to show you guys. When did I'm not dicking around over here, and forgive my French. Forgive my French. Hakash, you were here back in December 2022, early 2023 when we put this trade on. Yes, you were most definitely here, right? Who else is in here? Krisha was, of course, here. Michael was in here too. Hey, Michael, good to see you. When we highlighted our trade idea, right? We'll turn on the Ichimoku so that way we can properly look at our trade idea. Our initial trade idea was all the way down over here at 16,000 to 17,000. Okay, we built this trade with this idea in mind. Everything is going according to plan. Okay, everything's going according to plan. So once we get closer to our targets, we have to stick to that part of the plan too, which is we have to start thinking about taking profits. Okay, we're definitely going to be taking profits, but the big question is going to be how much, right? I have to sit down and assess the market conditions at the time. But remember, guys, if everything went according to plan, once we reach our targets, why won't things not go according to that part of the plan too? Okay, I have to tell Krisha this, I have to tell you guys this. We will reassess. Yes, things change, markets are dynamic, right? But remember, target one was 24,000, but that was never our take profit. That was the initiation, the impulsive move that started the spot holding and allocation, right? But then target two was the top of the cloud, our edge-to-edge trade, $44,000. Then we said we're going to assess how things play out, because if we break out of this bull flag here, and the craziest thing was we even predicted a bull flag playing out over here, right? If you guys remember back then, oh man, it's insane how perfect this has played out. Not because we are geniuses, by the way, but because we got lucky, right? Markets markets rarely are this perfect. But yeah, everything's going according to plan, and our cyclical target is $120,000 that we highlighted all the way down over here. We're approaching it. Hey Julian, good to see you here, buddy. If your AZTV says that he sold Bitcoin 70,000, 76, and 79, but he got in at 30,000, that's a good trade, man. That's a really good trade. That's more than a 2x. So, listen, guys, you're never ever gonna time the top perfectly. Okay, you're never gonna time the bottom perfectly. You're never gonna time the top perfectly. All you can do is stick to your plan and then assess your performance based on how well you stuck to your plan. That's it. That's it. It is amazing how wealthy you can become by deliberately trying to not be perfect. Write that down, guys. It is amazing how wealthy you can become by deliberately trying to not be perfect. This need to be perfect, this need to time the bottom perfectly or time the top perfectly is what gets people into trouble. Because that same mindset will tell you, oh man, the top was at 60K, 64K. I'm not going to sell over here at $50,000 even though we lost our key levels. So many folk stuck with Bitcoin because they were benchmarking to the high, even though we lost our key trend indicators over here, right? So don't try to be perfect. Deliberately try not to be perfect. Like, make it a conscious effort to say, I will not be perfect. And in an effort to not be perfect, in hindsight, it's going to look like, damn, I was perfect. Because when I tell people that I got, like Mango, not I, when Mango, us as a community said, hey, the 10 SMA on the monthly was lost here, we stopped being bullish. It looks perfect in hindsight. At the time, it looked like we lost $20,000 before we flipped. Similar story over here. In hindsight, when I tell you guys $18,000, $19,000 is our average entry, it looks perfect, right? But when Bitcoin was sitting at $15,000 and we bounced all the way to 19, 20,000, that didn't look so perfect. Now that we're sitting all the way up at $90,000, it's looking perfect. So your need to be perfect is what's going to cost you a lot of wealth in the long run. Your deliberate, conscious effort to not be perfect is going to make you wealthy. I love how every stream I come in here with the idea to do TA and do all coins, etc. And I end up doing this instead. I end up, what is this? What do you guys want to call this? Josefa says it's a relatively small portfolio and I want to get into low and mid caps. If you have a small portfolio, man, it's imperative that you reduce your risk. Far too many folk are going to tell you that, hey, if you have a small portfolio, you should be increasing your risk, right? I do not ascribe to that idea at all. The smaller your portfolio, the more you need to make it count, and the more of a longer term mindset that you need to have. Far too many of these influencers I'm seeing are pushing millennials and Gen Zs into gambling. They just want you guys to buy their bags, right? I could give you guys my low cap picks as well that I'm in and say, hey guys, gamble it away. You know, this is where you should be putting your money because this is going to 10x, 100x. But all I'm going to be doing in that case is making you guys buy my bags. I want you guys to be with me over here in 2028. Just like I told Ajesh, I told so many of the guys in here that I want them to be with me over here in 2024. And if they survive and they stay with me on this journey till 2024, back in 2020, I told all of them this, Julian, etc., they will be wealthy by default. By default, right? And as a community now, we have all done so well that we don't even realize it. But when we compare ourselves to other communities that have got completely wrecked, we're like, holy shit. We've been 95% in Bitcoin while it's been the strongest performing asset while everyone else is getting wrecked, right? But we don't feel it because we're sort of in our mango echo chamber where we just rose with it, right? But let me tell you guys that if you have a small portfolio, you need to have a longer term mindset and make that count, because too many millennials, too many Gen Zs are constantly gambling their few $1,000s, whether it be 500, 1,000, 10,000, 20,000, and they're losing it. And then they're wasting time, right? And then they realize, damn, if all I did, and I've done this math with you guys already multiple times, okay? If you had a let's say $10,000 portfolio, right? And you held it from 3,000 all the way to 60,000. What would that have turned into if you had just held Bitcoin? $200,000, right? Because Bitcoin 20x'd. But back then too, when I gave people the same advice, they did not listen. And what they instead did was gamble it away on all coins because their portfolio was too small. And they wanted to grow fast. But time passes by fast, guys. Let time be your ally when you have a small portfolio. Let it grow. And then once it grows, you can take a small portion of that percent and put it into your low caps and your mid caps. Or let's say low caps. Okay, mid caps are kind of safe at this point of the market, I'll be honest with you guys. But your low caps, you can gamble it away and it not hurt your portfolio. Because at that point, right? If you have a $200,000 portfolio and you take 5% and put it into low caps, well, that's a $10,000 allocation into low caps. That's the same allocation that you would have had over here, but over here would have been 100% allocation. 100% risk into low caps. Over here, now you're putting into low caps, it's only a freaking 5% allocation. And that's how you see people go further out. The smart money goes further out the risk curve, the wealthier they get, right? So when you start seeing these big influencers tell you to buy low caps, it's because they are risking a small amount of their portfolio on those low caps, but they are asking you to risk your entire net worth on those low caps. It's in my opinion unethical, which is why I don't talk about low caps on Mango. I don't talk about these small micro caps, etc., even though I have an allocation to it. But yeah, I kind of went off on a rant over there too. So I would say, man, Josefa, now more than ever it's really important to stick to the technical analysis and not get caught into the mindset of buy and hold. Anyone telling you that at this stage of the market, it's extremely irresponsible, because the trend will flip on you. And if you do not use your TEA, just watch the dailies, watch the live streams. You will save yourself hundreds of thousands of dollars with good technical analysis at this juncture. Because think about this drawdown, buy and hold, right? Unless your plan was to buy and hold from like all the way back down over here, right? That's you don't want to do that, man. You buy here and hold. You buy 50,000 and hold all the way down to 17,000, 15,000 actually. Yeah, all of us, lifestyle coaching. This is what it is. Yeah, lifestyle coaching. Hey, Tups, how's it going, buddy? Are you still in cross? This is what, okay. I'm glad you guys are enjoying this, man. Where do I think the top is? I don't know where the top is. I'm not going to try to time the top. Just like I didn't know where the bottom was, but we somehow got into the bottom anyways, right? In hindsight, it looks like the bottom, or rather, at the time, it didn't feel like the bottom, because 15K was the bottom, and we were getting in based on our TA at 17K, 16.9K to 17K, scaled in all the way to $19,000, right? And we weren't trying to time the bottom, ended up being the bottom. Same story with the top. I'm not going to try to time the top. It may end up being the top. It may not end up being the top. I don't know. I'm not going to try to be perfect on this, but if you guys want to follow me on the rest of this journey, there's maybe one last stretch left. Hit the subscribe. Make sure you hit the notifications, so that way you don't miss when I start looking for similar signals. Be patient, take the time to learn. Yeah, it pays off. Like, really take the time to learn, guys. Because your PNL is not a reflection of your success. What you've learned is a reflection of your success. Your ability to learn, put a plan together, and follow your plan is a reflection of your success. Your PNL is just a consequence, okay? It's just a consequence. If you judge your success based on your PNL, you will always be a gambler for the rest of your life. You'll always be a gambler for the rest of your life. Because if you actually learn and you have within you what it takes to constantly be a money-making machine, it doesn't matter what your PNL is. Because even if you have losses, you're like, no, I know what it takes and I know what to do to make money. My PNL is irrelevant because I can make the money again, right? And you have a process and a system to constantly make higher lows, right? Your wealth will always go in this way, right? And there'll be durations where this phase will be losses, but it won't bother you because you're like, no, I just stick to my process. I know what to do, right? To have this phase again. And then again, you'll go through losses. And then again, you'll have this phase and this phase and this phase. But if you make PNL your deciding factor as to whether or not you are successful, right? You will always ride this high and feel like you are a genius. And then once this happens, you'll start panicking. Be like, wait, whoa, and goes to zero. That's what happened to so many people I knew from 2016, 2017 rallies who gave away all their gains, all of their gains. I was telling you guys how I know this one dude who had a $14 million portfolio and it turned into a $900,000 portfolio, and then after that I didn't hear from him again, so I don't know what happened. But 14, if you giving away that kind of like, he gave away $13 million because he was, I don't want to. But yeah, where was I going with this? You need to know how to constantly make money, regardless of your P&L. So build what's within you. Man, Bitcoin. Don't try to build just your portfolio. Build what's within you, right? Because trading is a combination of your skill, your knowledge, and your character. Okay? Because everything bad about your character will be left to bear when you trade the markets. Everything bad about your character, and you'll have to fix your character to be successful as a trader. You have to, and you will notice your relationships will get better in real life as well. Because to be a good trader, you have to be a good person. I genuinely believe it. Everything that I deluded myself about myself, right? The markets made me see it. The markets made me see my arrogance. Markets made me see where I need to be humble, where my strengths are, where my weaknesses are. And then all of that I was able to take to my relationships in real life. And I'm a better person because of trading. This is one of the best things that has happened to my life. Do you think the cycle will run the same ending May, June, or with crypto acceptance with Trump and US politics, it might mess the timeline to follow the plan, dude? Okay, I'm going to tell you, I'm going to show you a tweet now that I posted. I'm going to show you 2 or 3 tweets, but I'm going to show you a tweet I posted. Damn it, I didn't keep the tweet ready. Hold on. Oh, by the way, guys, there's a great BitUnex campaign that you guys really should take advantage of. You'll find the link in the description below. You deposit 200 USD, and they're giving you guys back 150 USD. This is one of the better campaigns I've seen in like my almost a decade trading crypto. Take advantage of this. But remember, always. I mean, you're only putting 200 USD to get 150 here, so you're not risking all that much. But remember, always take into account counterparty risk, right? Especially if you are Mango. But yeah, take advantage of this great campaign. I do want to show you guys the tweet I was talking about though. Give me a second. I'll duplicate this. I'll pull this out because I want to answer your question. It's a really important question in regards to the Trump thingy. Really important question. I should have kept it ready, but oh, right here, found it. All right, can you guys see it? Okay, oh here. I tweeted this on November 7th, right after the elections. This was before people started getting crazy with all of their Trump talk. I said, between now and Jan 20th, we are set to see unfettered bullishness as traders speculate on the limitless implications of a Bitcoin president. 74 days and counting. In fact, this idea was right. This idea was formulated on a live stream November 6th. November 6th, I came here with pen and paper with you guys, right? And we were discussing how things can play out. And we were scribbling and brainstorming. And I had like a hallelujah moment where I'm like, wait a minute. And I asked you guys, when is inauguration? And all of you replied November 20th. And we did a count between that day and November 20th. It was exactly 75 days. And we discussed, because I realized, holy shit, between now and then, everyone's going to start speculating on Trump will do this, Trump will do that, Bitcoin president, Bitcoin reserve, blah, 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 blah. And you're seeing it now. Every freaking influencer is talking about how Trump is going to do this, Trump is going to do that. And you know what? He may do it. But it's all going to be priced in between now and then. So we have only bad news to be surprised with, right? Think about the implications of that. But so now, between now and Inauguration Day is the zone of bullishness. That's why the title of this live stream is the zone of bullishness as well, because of that video, because of this tweet. This is going to be the foundation for the next 70 days that's left, right? If everyone prices in and expects only bullishness to play out after Jan 20th, the markets are forward pricing, guys. It's one of the foundations of Mango. If the markets are forward pricing and we have everything happen now, it will be the same thesis I had for the ETF stuff, where I said the ETF will pull forward the halving, and thereby we will see a all-time high before the halving. And when I said that, Bitcoin was sitting at around $25,000, right? When I said that, everyone laughed at me. When I said all-time high before the halving, even Krisha laughed at me. Okay? My thesis was that the ETF is a pseudo halving. And because in the ETF, everyone will be talking about the halving. And that's what happened. That's what ended up happening. Everyone talked about the halving during the ETF talk. Similarly now, all of Bitcoin's bullishness is going to get pulled forward by maybe like 1 year of bullishness will get pulled forward. And everything will happen in these next 75 days. So I want us as a community to be ready for that. If I'm wrong and Bitcoin keeps going up after the 75 days, great. We have a plan, right? There is a link, by the way, in the description called Hedge Strategy, right? It's a video from last year or earlier this year, like 6 months ago, where it was a live stream where I discussed how we can plan for upside risk if Bitcoin keeps going up. But I want us to be ready for 70 days from now, where everything begins to start shaking, right? By March, let's say like end of Feb-ish, we have to really reassess and ask ourselves, is there more upside? But for now, as a community, enjoy this stretch. This is where a lot of money is going to be made. Like a lot of money, okay? And you guys should really focus. Now, like, if you have to get on coffee and you've never drank coffee in your life, now's the time to start drinking coffee. Because whatever addiction to coffee you may have in the next 3 months will be worth it. You can detox and get off it later. But now is the time to get on coffee. Like, guys, I haven't slept all that much either. I mean, I still sleep way more than most folks. But I'm tired, man. Because this is the time. This is the time. Jayesh is like, yeah, Sean called it. Kusha's like, that wasn't, yeah, but I think this cycle may go down as I don't think I'll ever match this performance. I really don't think so. I was telling Kusha just the other day that things have gone so well, the cycle, I do not think I can match the performance of the cycle. Saint Sean Crypto. Junkai, how does your performance? Okay, Jun was here with us for this run, right? Do you remember that, Jun? This cycle, my performance has outperformed all of this. Okay, so how about this? Last cycle, I had to use, I wouldn't say use, but alts were a big part of my my run. leading into COVID, like just before COVID, this cycle, and then the so this how do I put it? When COVID happened, I feel bearish, right? I feel bearish up until like 7.2k to 7.7k, and then I flipped bullish again. So I missed out on that run from here to here, from here to here. We were trading on the lower time frames, but I did not have spot position. I was hedged on my spot positions from the entire run. Where was it? 4k to around 7.2k. Here this time around, I caught the whole thing, man. I caught the whole thing. I caught the whole goddamn thing, and that's insane. Like I said, luck has a huge part to play with it, but we were trying not to be perfect. We learned from all our mistakes from the previous cycle. I learned how to forward price what the market is going to be thinking a lot better. I started instilling a lot more rules in forward pricing psychology, forward pricing what the market will think ahead of time, and how to place myself ahead of it. Just like how we did for the ETF news, for the halving news, for even this Trump news, right? When I said we're about to see unfettered bullishness, but kind of still sitting at around 70k, 75k ish. Yeah, if you guys are following Sean on Twitter, if all his macro and global liquidity story, you would have been riding the bull market since 70k Bitcoin. Yeah. And guys, follow me on Twitter too, because especially if you guys want to make sure, like, oh, here's a tweet, by the way, where I said this bit right here. The early stage of, this was Feb 12th, when everyone was giving me crap about being about being bullish. I was being super bullish, and we had a lot of people, even in Mango, who were being bearish. There was some excuse or the other to be bearish. So-and-so bank is crashing, blah, 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 financial crisis, blah, 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 blah. And I said, the early stage of a rising bull market is usually the most difficult. You're always gonna feel that nagging doubt of whether or not this is all just a sucker's rally. And that nagging doubt is precisely the price you are paying to capture asymmetric upside. And I said, start buying. We had just claimed the monthly 10 SMA as well. Now, I was already in, but that was the risk I was taking, right, based on my TA. But once we had this, I was like, this is it, guys. It is freaking time. Now, I'm going to give you guys a similar story on the way down. We will go down, okay? We will go down. And people are going to lose a lot of money, but not this community, not Mango. As long as you guys are willing to accept the truth. That's all. Alrighty, do you guys want to do an update on Sui? We hit top of the zone this morning. Hey Cor, how's it going? Cor was there with us too for that 2019 rally. He says, I lost his tweet. Yeah, add some more coffee. We need more coffee, man. Jun says your memory is incredible. Hey, dude, I'm not gonna forget you, dude. Those were good telegram days. You guys are close to my heart, man. You guys are really close to my heart. I read everything you guys say in the seed chat. I read it all. I read all your YouTube comments too, by the way. I may not reply to everything because I'm naturally an introvert, and social interactions do get me drained over time, right? So even when I do a live stream like this, it really tires me out, and I need to just go sit in a hole, like in a corner of the house alone after that, which is why I did this live stream, to give me enough of a buffer to recuperate before the Seed Clubhouse session. What's your target for Sui next 2 months? That's not how we trade. That's not how we do this trader bot. So we got into Sui like Not me, by the way, not me. I'd marked out this bid opportunity for you guys on SUI. I got into SUI over here, okay, over here. But I took my profits over here at $1.70, and I'm not in the SUI trade. I'm doing the SUI trade for you guys, but I'd marked out the SUI trade for you guys. Let me just go back onto the 2-day time frame. Okay, marked out the SUI trade for you guys over here to bid at $1.66 when we saw the opportunity. At the time, it looked so bearish, but we identified how it was once sitting on a key trend indicator and looked a lot like another asset that I'm in that had already put in the same structure and bounced hard. It bounced like 45%. I'm like, guys, you guys should really look into SUI over here. And if you guys want the SUI position, start bidding it now, because this is looking a lot like the other asset. Watch all the SUI videos. You guys will see how I came up with the idea with the trade. And we marked out this zone as our take profit zone, which is essentially 315 to 350. 315 to 350. That's only an interim take profit zone. We do have another take profit zone at around $7 to $7.50. I don't have a target for 2 months or 1 month, because using that is foolish. Once you hit your take profit could hit in a week or 2 weeks. What are you going to do? Just hold for 2 months because that's your timeline? If your take profit hits, your take profit hits. You got to take partial profits, right? So over here, you got to take partial profits if you're on a leverage trade especially, and then you rebid on the 4-hour dynamic, which was the idea. So if you take profits over here, right, in this zone, and then the idea was to bid back over here, doing that with leverage is fine because you're over allocated and you're turning a 1x spot position into a 3x position, and then you can take profits, maybe take the entire leverage trade off and then get back into a leverage trade over here, and then that's how you build your position, right? And you reduce the risk too because you're reducing cost basis. But if you're spot, you won't be holding, keeping it simple and holding for the $7 to $7.50 region. At the moment, I don't have technical targets for beyond this, but I already explained to you guys why I think SUI could get higher. It could get to up to $16 to $32 easily. So watch those videos to get a better idea of my mindset, how I think as a trader, because my mindset's very protective. I protect first and look for profit second, right? And over time, this has been a winning strategy for me and has made me successful, to say the least. So we had marked out this area for you guys, and usually I don't cover trades that I'm not in, but since I'd given you guys this bid opportunity and said, guys, bid it, I'm gonna take responsibility in helping you guys manage your trade to the way up, to the best I can, right? Should you buy SUI? I don't think so, man. You should have been buying over here when I marked it out for you guys. It could keep going up, but I wouldn't buy here personally. Atom, yeah, sure. Let's look at Atom. For your altcoin request, guys, I'm not going to do a deep analysis. I'm going to do the best I can with the time that we do have. It's now beginning to flip from short to neutral, but look at the market wide trend is neutral, so you're kind of matching the market wide trend. But I'd prefer you guys pick things that are at least long on the 4-day. I don't like this. I don't like this profile, dude, Peter. But we can look at the chart. Maybe the chart has something redeeming about it. Yeah, this has a good structure here. Like, you're gonna find almost every chart looking good now in the bull market. Yeah, not bad. Weekly dynamic resistance here, but likely clear. Let's see what the 4-day is doing. Ooh, just cleared the 4-day dynamic retest. This is a good bid opportunity because look at that. It held the dynamic as resistance this entire trend. Right, you may see this dip a tad bit deeper, but it might not be worth the risk if you like Atom for fundamental reasons or whatever, right? Scaling into a position over here and looking for a move to the upside. I like this over here because look at this, broke down here, and as soon as it lost the 4-day dynamic over here on this attempt to push up to around $16, what's your target, dude? Didn't you say around 16? Can't find your tweet, your message. Peter. 13, eh? You said 13. Which is the breakdown point. I would look towards 11-ish before 13. If you're... It could get higher, to be honest. This is a breakdown point over here, and this is another breakdown point over here. So you're going to have resistance at $8, 10, 11-ish. And then once you break that, you're looking at 13 because of these guys, right? I don't know that we stop there, honestly. I think we go straight to 16. We're not going to stop at... If you're looking to take profits, take it at 11. We're likely not going to stop at 13. Maybe just a pit stop. But it's going to go to 16 if it gets up there. But yeah, this is a good spot to enter. I think if you're entering a new position though, unless you have a spot trade already on this, right? You don't want to touch good size positions, right? But if you're entering in fresh money, you want to use momentum in your favor, and they're better coins to be trading. Those coins though have kind of already moved, right? So let's see. Julian says, you're never too late. There's always an opportunity in the markets. You should focus on learning and the profits will inevitably... Yeah, exactly. Thoughts on Bitcoin dominance. Let's go take a look at Bitcoin dominance. It hit top of resistance here. For those of you who are just joining us, my thoughts on Bitcoin dominance has been very, very simple. As soon as we had failed to break down over here, at this juncture over here, all the way back in Jan, I was looking to start scaling my allocation from 95% Bitcoin to 75% Bitcoin. So basically increase my altcoin allocation. I was looking to increase it over there, but Bitcoin dominance bounced off that zone and broke back into the trend, and we had to change our opinion and be like, nope, we have to go back to our 95% allocation. Luckily we were scaling and we didn't go all in. We never go all in, and I was like, we're going to stick to this trend now on the monthly. Bitcoin dominance clearly wants to go up for months more because the weekly trend failed to break down when we got the sign. So once you see that, right, you have to ask yourself, okay, I'm looking at the wrong time frame for this trend. Maybe you have to increase the time frame, and we identified the trend on the monthly. So now we've been following Bitcoin and staying in Bitcoin for this entire time, rewarded for it. But at this juncture here, we have an inflection point. So if all coins have to prove themselves, it's going to be over here, right? Because then we can resist, not we, all can resist over here and break down and break this rising channel. Because Bitcoin, people think a rising channel is bearish and a falling channel is bullish. No. A rising channel that breaks down is bearish because it's an uptrend that lost trend and now a downtrend begins. And similarly, a falling channel that breaks up is bullish because the downtrend that has reverse trend to the upside. Remember that. This is still bullish, right? It's a rising channel into resistance though, inflection point. So if I had fresh capital at this point, what this story tells me is maybe look towards all coins at this point for opportunities, but don't get in just yet because Bitcoin is still freaking strong. 61% now. Yeah, if your long-term if your long-term goal is your horizon for your investment is like 3 to 4 years, buying Bitcoin at these prices is very unlikely to be a bad idea. It's the same story that I told people back when Bitcoin was around $30,000 to $40,000 last cycle, right? People were getting in then. Like, as long as you're willing to wait till 2026, you're going to be very, very, very happy. But bear in mind that you're going to have to look at it as and I've explained this to Ajesh and Sherwin too, right? It's going to be a can of volatility, right? Where there's going to be an upper bound and a lower bound. And your asset, you're putting in your money there, and you got to be okay with that can, with price bouncing between that can of volatility, right? But once you get out of that time frame, which is your horizon, your time horizon, you're going to be like, boom, prices breaking out of the can to the upside. So that's what ended up happening with Bitcoin too. We were like oscillating, like let's say you got in around $40,000, right? You needed to be okay with price doing this within the can, and then boom. Because yeah, it went up to 60,000, but if your time horizon is, let's say you bought at 40,000, but your time horizon is 2026, you're not looking for only a $60,000, 40,000 to 60,000, right? You're looking for much higher, much higher. Similar story here. If you're buying in at 90,000, you're not looking for only a $120,000 win, right? You're looking for much higher, like your targets for 2026. So this is the idea. You're telling yourself, I'm getting in at 90,000 because I am betting that by 2028, 2030, Bitcoin is going to be sitting somewhere near $300,000. And I think that is a strong possibility, right? But even if it doesn't get there, and the thesis fails, you're still going to be sitting at, Bitcoin's still going to be sitting at around 150, 120,000 in a bear market, right? So you're still going to be safe. There's that margin of safety that you're going to have. SUI update. I just did a SUI update. We just covered SUI, man. I spent some time on SUI. We're currently sitting on resistance. We hit the top of our zone, but again, if you're trading this leverage, you guys at this point, in my opinion, if you guys traded it according to the plan that we highlighted, and you're already trading the 4-hour dynamic on this one, I would at this point not get too cute anymore. You've done well. You've taken good profits. You sold, you bought, you sold, you bought. You've done it twice, thrice maybe. Now let the trade run. Maybe reduce your leverage if you've taken the trade one more time over here. But go for the win. Go for the higher, the bigger win now. Cheers, Subs. I'll see you soon, man. Thank you for joining thus far. ADA, let's go take a look at ADA. Krisha did a video on ADA. Weekly neutral, 4-day neutral. Trends have flipped with conviction though on the 4-hour, 12-hour daily, 2-day. Again, I'm still not a big fan of the 4-day and the weekly being neutral. But we can go take a look at ADA USDT. I did have some conditions for me personally. I don't want to be getting into, oof, it has cleared. Yeah, it did clear the weekly. I did look at this, right? The bi-weekly dynamic. So Cardano, any bid opportunity at 47 cents, and I'm going to be looking to get a position in. Do you think we'll get that? Maybe. It's kind of showing some weakness here, right? So Bitcoin flushes down. We may get this play out. 47 cents is here. And then this. So I'll look towards that. So Cardano looks like it wants to begin. Yeah. Reclaim the bi-weekly dynamic. So good stuff. Sean, check out FARTCOIN. The chart is exactly what you like to trade. Yeah. FARTCOIN, Radium. Oh my god. Yeah, this is brilliant. Holy shit. Ghost Inc. Do I know you? What's your Mango Grove handle? You seem to know me. Yeah, this is trending well. Is it the 3R that we should look at? No, I kind of chopped around it. 4. You've been following me since 2017, eh? Nice. You clearly know my style. This is a great coin. Yeah, Jesus. Let's see though. Okay, this is how if it loses this 4-hour trend, that's gonna be a good bid opportunity on the 12-hour trend, right? Because it's not tested the 12-hour yet. So we look towards the 12-hour guys on this one. Thoughts? What do you guys think? You think we'll get? At the moment, the 12 hours coming in at 14 cents. Let's try to confluence that with Ichimoku. No confluence there. Okay, so what we're gonna do is mark out a zone instead. Yeah, this is good. I like this. Okay, so 15 cents on FARTCOIN. Oh, that's a Kijun too. 4 Kijun, along with 4 dynamic confluence, and equilibrium tracker is pretty good too still. So any bid there is still a good bid. Yeah. Oh, on SUI too, by the way, guys. I do want to show. So mark out these for those of you looking to trade FARTCOIN. I'm gonna put in an alert too, just in case. Like you gotta be really picky with the coins you get into. I should be out. There it is. This is looking good. So the levels are 14 cents to 15.21 on SUI as well. By the way, guys, the 4-hour equilibrium tracker is looking good now, right? So that's kind of why I asked you guys to. I didn't want to complicate the analysis for you guys. I try to keep things as simple as possible. But at this juncture, I would not bet on SUI coming down, right? At the same time, would I buy here? No, I'd buy above the zone. So it's a tough situation. You guys should have bought here if you guys are looking for like an aggressive trade, or the zone I asked you guys to buy at, which would have been the perfect bid, which is $1.60 to $1.69. Again, if you guys are trading on leverage, I highly recommend taking advantage of the BitUnex campaign that they're running at the moment. I don't see these kind of campaigns run often. You literally deposit 200 and you get 150 back. This is a really good way for you guys to practice your leverage trading and buffer against your losses, right? And yeah, just use the link. Make sure to get this campaign though, you have to use the link in the description below. And there's no like limit on how much you have to deposit. Literally deposit 200 and you get freaking 150 back. And there are other bonuses that you get too, like Sol and stuff, depending on how much you trade. So if you trade a certain amount of volume, they give you a Sol. One of the things I've learned, right, in my years, in my almost a decade now trading in the crypto markets, is that during these phases, exchanges try to literally throw money at new customers to get that volume, right? So they're buying volume so that way they can grow as an exchange. That's a really good time for newer traders to take advantage of that money given to them to buffer against their losses. Why? Because the exchange is also safe. Because there's so much bullishness in the market, the exchange is not at risk of going down. It's towards the end of the bull market and the beginning of the bear market where you really have to be careful and keep it mango and manage your counterparty risk. But in the beginning of the bull markets, right, when exchanges are flush with marketing money, flush with bullish sentiment, it's a really good time to take advantage of these kind of campaigns. And I'd wish I'd done that more in the beginning of my trading journey. But again, I didn't have anyone to guide me as much. I had to learn from mistakes. What would you recommend right now is the best opportunity? There's no easy answer to that, man. Best opportunity is an amalgamation of your risk personality, your risk profile that you're willing to take, your current portfolio size, right? Like I mentioned to you in the beginning, watch the first 10 minutes of the stream where I went on a big rant. I talked about how a lot of streamers, YouTubers, Twitter folk are going to recommend people with smaller portfolios to put on higher risk, to buy meme coins, to buy small caps. I do not ascribe to that mentality at all. I think you should be reducing your risk the smaller your portfolio, because crypto is a wealth-making machine as long as you survive. So if crypto is a wealth-making machine, that is a function of how long you survive. You should be reducing your risk just to survive. That's how you make it in crypto. Survive. Ask any Mongolian over here. Ask Julian, ask Ajesh, ask Ben. They have just been a consequence of them surviving. Their success. Their wealth has come from their willingness to say, you know what, I'm going to keep it mango. I'm going to protect myself more than look for massive wins. And the wins just end up coming. The massive wins just end up coming. Because they have the mango eyes, right? Have the mango eyes. Not laser eyes, have mango eyes. Julian says, I think you're right, Kusha. After all, we did hit 18 to 20K in 2007. Wait, what did Kusha say? I don't know, Julian. Sub 70K for the next bear seems probable. My girl. Yeah, there you go. Cardano targets. Yeah, let's go talk about Cardano targets. My first target is $1.53 to $1.25. After that, I'm looking towards all-time highs. If we can clear this zone here, I'm looking towards all-time highs, which is $3. So that's a 500% almost. So that's almost like a 6x, right? And if we clear that, well, at that point, I'll give you guys my updated targets. If we can actually clear the zone, I'll give you guys higher time frame targets. But let's clear the zone first. And if there's enough of you ask underneath the comment section for a dedicated video with my Cardano high time frame targets, once we break the $1.70 zone, I will do a dedicated video on Cardano, giving guys my high time frame targets, kind of like how I've done for Sui. What do we bid on Cardano? You bid the biweekly dynamic at 47 cents. Yeah, 47 to 43 cents. All right, it's already. Guys, I don't want to spend too much time on today's stream because I'm going to get too tired for the Seed Clubhouse session. I'm hoping Julian, Mark, etc. can help out with the Seed Clubhouse session today with the alpha. Let's look at SEI. I'll go take a quick washroom break though. Today is going to be Avi's first Seed Clubhouse session. Everyone welcome Avi to Seed. Thanks, Sean, for your advice and your time. Hey, man, I appreciate you appreciating my time. Man, I need to take a quick break, just a quick washing break. And the lights, man, the lights really get to me. Just give me a sec, you guys. I'll just... Oh, shit. That's not it.
So we've been trading the markets for almost a decade now, and if there's one thing we've learned, it's that the biggest opportunities are missed because there's just far too much going on. There's too much to analyze and not enough time. It can all get extremely stressful, and that's just simply not Mango. So over the past few years, we developed the Mango dashboard to eliminate the stress and strip away the complexity. Instead of slaving away in front of the screen all day, the Mango dashboard will narrow down opportunities for you with a single click using our quick filter buttons. You'll get access to trend signals across all timeframes, as well as volatility profile across all timeframes. There's bullish and bearish hidden divergences, Ichimoku big trend signals, as well as buy zones and sell zone markers. And it's all shown in a simple way. And guess what, guys? It doesn't end just there. For the advanced trader, the dashboard also gives you access to the Mango view, which helps you mark out FVG support and resistance zones to help you milk out those extra profits. We also have key trend analysis indicators to make sure you're always on the right side of the trend, as well as the Mango Ichimoku cloud with the Mango settings to help you capture those big wins. You can find all of this at app.mangoresearch.co. And what's more is that you can try it all out for free.
Oh wow, I made it back just in time. Where was that? webcam. There we go. I'm having a bad hair day. Alrighty. Okay, SEIC. It's like they sat down with the marketing team and they're like, all right, guys, there's this coin named SUI that's pumping. Let's bench against that coin. What's the best way we can do that? Well, it's got to be a layer 1. And it's got to rhyme with SUI in some way. But that's not enough. Let's just take one of the vowels and replace it with another vowel. That should be enough to pump it, right? Right, guys? Right. It is crypto after all. And hey, it works. It does work. That's all it takes. I mean, if cat coins and dog coins can pump, why the hell not? What's going on in my hair? Okay. 4-day weekly neutral. So this is still consolidating as well. There's no momentum on this on the higher time frame just yet, unlike SUI, for example. 2-day daily, 12-hour long with the 4 being neutral just now is actually it was long. Okay, flip from short to neutral. If you flip from actually, let's go. This might be a pullback. Opportunity still, because if this was short while we had the daily flip long 6 days ago, the 2-day flip long. This is interesting. Let's go take a look at it. Yeah, it is a pullback opportunity. Kind of missed the bid though. Easier charts. I've been looking at this one, but I've not really ever felt like a strong, thingy to buy. Like I've never, like, oh, this is good. I've been watching this one. But remember, like the Aptos video I did recently, right? That was an easy chart to trade. We've been trading that one like multiple times now. It's at resistance at the moment. So yeah, I wouldn't buy here. If it breaks this though, right, you have like this massive ascending triangle. High lows, flat over here, breakdown point as well. You have a measured move to new highs, $1.26. So yeah, there's no reason to buy here at resistance. You could just wait for it to clear, and there's still really good edge. There's more than a 2x trade once it clears resistance, right? So this would be a buy zone here. Anywhere into this level would be a good buy zone, right? That is resistance itself, but it's likely going to clear it. So if you want to get a little bit more like precise on your entries, you can trade this range as well between here and here. So let's say we do this, you bid this over here, and then you look for the break. APT, Michael's in that trade. See new high in Bitcoin, eh? Let's go look. Could be. Not sure. There's nothing here. Let's see how this 12-hour candle closes. This 12-hour candle closes well. Likely going to go take out the high, fill up the wick. Core, please. Core. Let's go look at core. Where's my dashboard? Oh, by the way, Kusha is doing a new premium video on the dashboard. I think it should be out this evening, so make sure you guys check it out if you guys are in the premium section. Oh, it's short on the weekly, dude. Holy shit, short. It's red. There's more red and brown, and there's only one long. It's a bull market. What does this tell you? Who asked? Abba Abdallah. So what does this tell you, man? Do you like it or not? I'll wait for Abba to respond before I look at the chart. So that way you guys can practice. ENS. You can practice your dashboard analysis. What are your thoughts, Zidmi? Yes or no? What are your thoughts? Good morning, good morning, good morning. No, you don't. He says no. There you go. You guys have your answer. So this is how you reduce the time you guys spend searching for altcoins. Just filter it on the dashboard, and you're like, I'm not trading against the trend. I see a bunch of new all-time highs for Bitcoin over the coming months. Yeah. Hey, Ray, how's it going, buddy? Please no donations, guys. Donate to a good cause, but I appreciate it, buddy. Whatever it's called, donations, I think super chats, right? I love you too, buddy. You know what's so funny, man? You know what's so funny? Just this morning, it's so funny that you showed up for this live stream. Just this morning, I was thinking about you. I'm like, I got to get on Telegram and freaking message this guy because we haven't had a conversation for so long. Just this morning, and I'm not just saying that. I really thought of you this morning when I woke up. I was like, man, where the hell has that guy been? I'm kidding. I'm not. I'm so tired though, man. I've been in front of the screen so much. Do I think 100K is the top? We'll find out, man. We'll find out. We'll be taking it one step at a time. But we are sticking to the plan. Jezreel, our plan was, we've been in our trade since $16,000 to $17,000, built it all the way up to $19,000, and we had a target 1 which was the initiation of the bigger, higher time frame trade. And yeah, target 1, target 2, and the cyclical target is $120,000. Let's see. Well, people laughed at me. I think I have that tweet here too. Right here. Sat Stacker says, massive Bitcoin cup and handle. Credit Sean Dexter. And I marked out $120,000 over here too. And people are still laughing at me at 50,000. Imagine how much they were laughing at me when I called 120,000. When Bitcoin was sitting at 16,000, I called for 120,000. And back then it seemed ridiculous that I could call 120,000. Yeah. And it's playing out, man. Oh, follow me at Sean Dexter. I've been posting so much freaking alpha for you guys. So much freaking alpha. You guys have been missing out on the easiest trades. I posted the Sui dip as well. I'm like, guys, Sui rejected our TP zone. And it's on for a dynamic now, just like we talked about on the daily video. So follow me. It helps me grow my Twitter account. I'm trying to freaking hit 2,000 subscribers. And motivates me to post more too. Hey, don't. Oh my God, guys, don't. I appreciate that though, Peter. But really. So the top is 120K after. No, the top is not 120K. There's a difference between a top and a target. Guys, there's a difference between a top and a target. We don't try to call tops at Mango. We don't try to call bottoms. We react to what we see on the charts. And in hindsight, if it ends up being close to the top or ends up being close to the bottom, great. But we're not trying to call tops here. Okay, since it's 3 a.m. there, 3 a.m. and you probably want to go to bed, let's do Casper. Cas. Neutral. Long on the daily, short. Let's see. Cas. Where is my chart here? Did bounce off that level. I did a daily video on Cas, by the way. You guys should check it out. I marked out a level for, yeah, it bounced. Wow. Did you guys take the trade? I gave you guys a, holy shit. Jesus Christ. Let's pull up the Cas video. I marked out this zone for you guys. Oh my God, go watch that Cas video. It played out to the T. It literally followed my squiggles too. This is a bid opportunity. It's a bid. Higher low, likely wants to continue. Appreciate that, Andrew. Okay, last coin and any other questions, let me know right now. I'm wrapping it up. Neutral, long. Potential bullish divergence on the weekly dashboard is, oh, you guys can't see that, eh? Oh, my chair. It says potential bullish divergence on the weekly. You see it now? And it's in the cheap zone. So it's literally saying bullish divergence and cheap zone. So let's go look at the chart now. But yeah, this cash trade, man, that was good. So the cash trade and the SUI trade, when I done both of these videos together, right? We did on the live stream, we highlighted both the opportunities, the cash and the SUI trade. They're like, hey, cash could do XYZ and SUI could do XYZ. These are bid zones. It's like a falling channel break. Let's go look at the Ichimoku on this one. Tenkin right here. If it clears the Tenkin, move to 0.035 on the Kijun. Likely wants to make its way to 0.05 after it clears the Kijun. Most likely will clear the Kijun. We are in a bull market. So you're looking for a move to around 0.05, high, low here, because the 200 moving average is there too. There's going to be a lot of resistance over here. The 200 moving average along with the cloud resistance. So you can mark out 0.005 as a potential take profit zone. That's also top of the range, yeah. Like we're likely gonna do something like either break through and then you bid this. That's what's likely gonna happen, I think. Considering how VeChain moves historically, right? From my experience trading VeChain, I had a lot of fun trading VeChain this entire run over here. Man, these are good times. Those are good times. I won't be trading VeChain this time, but you guys can look towards this zone here for bid. But even if you claim the Tenkin, you can start scaling in, right? Scale in, and then look for this bid here, and then look for move to 15 cents after that. Things could get freaking nutty, man. Yeah, I mean, the dashboard is giving you kind of permission to buy right here. Bullish divergence on the weekly. Again, you guys can't see it, right? What I'll do is, how do I show you guys this? There you go. It says bullish divergence and it says it's cheap. Still no 500k prediction on the poll. That means you see the market's underpricing 500k as a possibility. What does it mean for a coin to be sitting in the cheap zone and vice versa? So imagine a range, right? If you're closer to the bottom of the range, it's in the cheap zone. If you're closer to the top of the range, it's at the expensive zone. So the way the dashboard calculates the range is its own proprietary algorithm, of course. So at the moment, it's currently sitting in a cheap zone. So, and it has bullish divergence. Honestly, I would just look for it to, you could start buying here, of course, but if it claims the Tenkin, I would start scaling in if you like VeChain, right? All right, let's go take a look at DOGE. DOGE. I was supposed to do one last coin. This is the kind of momentum chart you guys want to be trading. Long. Bullish Ichimoku across all time frames. Volatility high. Great. It is insane how Elon has managed to make Doge the main topic of the world at the moment. Holy crap. How did he do it? That guy is insane. You gotta give it up to Elon. He is a marketing genius. He knows how to be the center of the attention no matter what is going on in the world. He is at the center of it. Even when AI became huge, he somehow managed to embed himself into that story, right? I mean, to be fair, he was kind of he already had history with it, but still, this is incredible that he made DOGE probably going to be one of the most important topics of the entire year next year, because they're going to come out, they're going to start firing people, they're going to start closing down certain government programs, etc. That's going to lead to a lot of pain. It's going to be all over the news. DOGE is going to be all over the news. It is insane how he has turned the meme into a worldwide phenomenon. But let's go talk about the freaking chart. You just trade this on momentum at the moment. Any dips into 4-hour levels are going to be bids. Look towards the 4-hour dynamic. Next bid is going to be around 0.034. If you want like a really, really strong bid, look for the volatile flush downs onto the 12-hour dynamic, or honestly, with the volatility on this one, with the amount of leverage on this one, look towards the daily dynamic on this one, 27 cents at the moment, at the time of this recording. Hit the notification icon so that way when you guys need to be updated on the Dogecoin video, because I'll likely do a daily video on Doge very, very, very soon. You guys are staying up to date with the dynamic. Look at this. We already have proof that it's respecting the daily dynamic, right? So if we get a push up, people leverage, get a push down, this is going to be a bid zone. 0.027. You may need to wait. It may go up higher. By the time price actually comes down, this might be at 30 cents, for example. So stay up to date on this level. But trade momentum on this one, of course, and there will be leverage flushes that you want to take advantage of. And again, if you guys are trading on leverage, take advantage of this freaking campaign that BitUnex is currently running. You put in $200, you get $150 back. It's a great way to practice your leverage trading and also buffer against your losses. You'll find a link in the description below. You got to use the Mango link to get the 150 USD bonus. Blank name says, Sean, what would happen if you take a short during the bear market on a coin that gets delisted? What would happen to the trade? So there is some game theory over there as well. As soon as you see that, so your profits are going to be in USD to begin with, right? But the bigger issue is when you are shorting on an exchange during a bear market, you have to worry about counterparty risk and that exchange going down. So at one point, there might be another big move towards the downside on your short position, but you got to say, you know what, I don't trust this exchange. No matter what exchange it is, okay, guys, don't trust any exchange, okay? Because even if they're acting with integrity, etc., something could go wrong elsewhere that is not their fault. They could get hacked. Something could happen, okay? Don't trust any exchange. And especially during bad market conditions, it's really, really hard to get out of bad situations like that, right? So if you are shorting an asset that is doing so freaking bad that it could get delisted, even though there could be another leg down, you gotta say, you know what, this is musical chairs. That is musical chairs, guys. More than a bull market going up, a bear market going down is musical chairs, because the exchange could literally pull the chair underneath you and you're flat on the freaking floor. You got to take your money out of the exchange. This is freaking crypto. One of the biggest advantages for crypto is you could self-custody your assets. And now you can self-custody your USD, right? Because of USDT, USDC. That's one of the best things Ethereum did. Ethereum has done its job now. It can leave. CZ is in here, says, hey Sean, thoughts on Doge dominance? Doge dominance. Is that a thing? Oh my god. Doge dominance? Holy shit. I mean, it's gonna be a reflection of the Doge chart, right? Is this it? Could this be a way could this be a play to capitalize before rotating? I mean, you can just look at the Doge chart, right? And look at its momentum. This is what you guys do. Keep it simple for you guys. Look at Doge Bitcoin. Okay, Doge Bitcoin is likely going to be trending on the lower time frames against Bitcoin, right? You're seeing Doge outperform Bitcoin, correct? And now you keep it simple, and you are seeing that Bitcoin dominance is outperforming the entire market. So Doge is outperforming the entire market. Boom, you stay in Doge. Doge is outperforming the outperformer. Boom. Just keep it simple, guys. Don't look at Ether dominance. Don't look at Doge dominance. Don't look at Sol dominance. Look at Bitcoin dominance and look at your coin against Bitcoin. That's it. How's it going, Mark? Good morning, good morning, good morning. By the way, you're already seeing what I talked about. So, for example, over here, there's a rumor that Trump is now seriously considering 0% capital gains on cryptocurrency. And I said, hey, I'm just going to leave this here. I'm just going to go leave this here. Between now and Jan 20th, I said this like a week ago, between now and Jan 20th, we are set to see unfettered bullishness as traders speculate on the limitless implications of a Bitcoin president. What do I mean by this? People are going to start saying, Trump is going to do this, Trump is going to do that, Trump is going to do this. We're entering the zone of speculation. I said this November 7th. We're November 14th now, so exactly 7 days ago. And now we're seeing it. We're seeing shit like this. We're seeing shit like this, which even if it gets priced in by 10%, if 10% of this, people say, you know what, there's a 10% chance this may actually happen. Okay? If it doesn't happen, that needs to get unpriced. So enjoy these next 75 days. You're going to make a lot of money, but also be careful once he gets inaugurated. I am bearish inauguration. Let's put it that way. For now, I may change my opinion, so make sure you stay up to date, but I'm bearish inauguration. If he removes taxes on crypto, I may move to America. I've never been to the United States of America, but I may actually move there. Jesus Christ. I left Canada for similar reasons as you, Peter, most likely. For most likely similar reasons. All right, I think we're good. Let's wrap it up here. I hope you guys enjoyed the stream. I gotta go take a break now. The C Clubhouse session is gonna be beginning in an hour and a half. Wolvie, Mark, and Julian are gonna be leading the session because I'm too tired. No, I'm kidding. I'm gonna be there too, guys. I'm gonna be there too. It's gonna be fun. Let's find some altcoins to trade. See you all in the next one. I hope you guys enjoyed this one. Let me know if you guys did. I'm going to try to do one a week at the very least. Cheers, Stanton. Oh, again, you guys can find the dashboard at app.mangoresearch.co. Kusha is going to be posting a premium video today. Make sure you guys check it out. Vids that we can't do on the longer form content, for example, or things like targets, etc., that we don't like doing on YouTube, we are going to be posting in the premium video section. Ciao. Yeah, I do need some rest, Andrew. See